I've been reborn as the male lead in a tragic romance novel, and I'm also the 99 challenger. The 98 before me have already been erased by the system for failing their mission. At the same time, a crimson-red live feed of comments scrolled across my vision. Challenger number 99 is taking over for #98. Mission: make the female lead say she loves him. Time limit: 3 months. Failure will result in electrocution, psychological torture, and eventual erasure. Here we go. Here we go. Another show is starting. Let's see what number 99's strategy is. Please don't tell me he's going to be another simp. The female lead isn't an easy target. You think number 99 will even last 3 months? To be fair, number 98 was pretty damn good. He actually married her, but still never heard her say she loved him. She's still obsessed with the one that got away. Now that he's back in town, number 99 has his work cut out for him. I just love watching them fail to win her over and get erased by the system. Go on, girl, make these challengers suffer. Reading those comments, I had to laugh. Erase me? Not a chance. Simp for the female lead? Never going to happen. If someone doesn't love me, fine, I'll just destroy them. Julian just got back to the States and didn't have a place to stay. I told him he could use the Hamptons house. The female lead, Isabella Thorne, stood before me, her tone imperious. She didn't see me as her husband, and she certainly didn't care if I get jealous. The moment she finished speaking, the live feed exploded. That's our queen. So decisive, doesn't care about anyone's feelings. #99 is in a tough spot. If he objects, her affinity score for him will plummet. He can kiss his mission goodbye. Ha, this is what I live for. Wreck this challenger. I hate it when they succeed too easily. Totally agree. The harder the challenge, the better the show. In this situation, a challenger usually just has to suck it up. Best case, he acts all wounded and heartbroken. Maybe she'll feel a sliver of guilt and offer some kind of compensation, which might bump up his affinity. Rubbing my hands together in anticipation. I hope he simps for her with zero self-respect and still fails spectacularly. Mwaha! I glanced at Isabella and gave a slight nod, showing no sign of annoyance. Whatever you want, I said lightly. I paused deliberately before continuing. Actually, I have something to tell you too. Chloe stopped by today. She saw that platinum tiara in the master bedroom and absolutely loved it, so I gave it to her. I figured, since you're so magnanimous, you wouldn't mind. After all, she's my childhood friend. I've always seen her as a little sister. The platinum tiara was the wedding gift challenger number 98 had commissioned for Isabella, a one-of-a-kind piece that took a master jeweler a month to craft. He placed it on her head himself on their wedding day. It was the embodiment of his devotion, a devotion that got him erased. Hearing my words, Isabella froze. Her expression soured, her eyes wide with disbelief. The live feed went blank for a second, then erupted. WTF? Did I hear that right? Is number 99 intentionally bringing up his childhood friend to piss her off? That's a death wish. No, number 99 has to be insane. He just gave away the tiara number 98 poured his soul into. That's beyond messed up. Oh, Mayo, Isabella looks horrified. #99 is done for. Forget raising her affinity. He just stomped all over her biggest trigger on day one. Seriously, what woman would tolerate her husband having a so-called little sister like that? #99 is a bust. Let's just fast forward to the erasure and bring in the next guy. When Isabella snapped out of her shock, her eyes flashed with anger. Chloe Jensen was here, in our house, in the master bedroom. When? What was she doing here? She stared me down, firing off questions like bullets. I shrugged. Chloe got back in the country today, too, I said, as if it were the most obvious thing in the world. We haven't seen each other in ages, so I invited her over to catch up. Is that a problem? Her face was a mask of displeasure, her voice rising. That doesn't mean you can just give her my wedding gift. I adopted a look of bored indifference. Geez, why are you yelling? It's just a tiara. Besides, it's already done. I'll have another one made for you someday. Why are you making such a big deal out of it? Every challenger before me had basically gotten on their knees and worshipped her, hoping to hear those 3 little words. None of them succeeded. I decided to do the exact opposite. Whatever she wanted to hear, I wouldn't say. Whatever she hated, I'd do with pleasure. After all, some people are just wired that way. The less you cater to them, the more they might just fall for you. Besides, as long as I'm having fun, that's all that matters. I'm not afraid of the consequences. The live feed was in a frenzy. Is he for real? Is number 99 even speaking English? I'm so lost. Dude, do you even know your challenger? You'll literally die if you fail. My God. Hashtag 99 doesn't seem like a challenger. He seems like he's here to give the female lead an aneurysm. I don't know. I don't think number 99 did anything wrong. She's the one who moved her old flame into their house. But he's the challenger. He's supposed to be winning her over and raising her affinity to complete the mission. Hashtag 99 just walked into a minefield and started doing jumping jacks. I'll light a candle for him. I'll bet $100 that number 99 will have the lowest affinity score of any challenger ever. If I'm wrong, I'll do something disgusting. My words nearly sent Isabella into a rage. What do you mean, just a tiara? That was my wedding gift, a symbol of our love, and you just gave it away. Her brow furrowed as she pressed on. What exactly is your relationship with Chloe Jensen that you'd give her something so precious? Do you even see me as your wife anymore? Huh, talk about a double standard. The second I treated her the way she treated me, she couldn't handle it. I looked at her with an expression of disapproval. If that's what you want to think, there's nothing I can do. Besides, I already told you, Chloe and I grew up together. She's like a sister to me. If there was really something between us, why would I have married you? Your suspicion is a sign of your distrust, and frankly, I'm very disappointed in you. The live feed was a blur of text. I've seen a lot, but I have never seen a challenger like this. Forget raising her affinity. At this point, Isabella probably wants to bash his head in. Hashtag 99 is a genius at pushing her buttons. Is this a romance challenge or a psychological torture challenge? Isabella stared at me, her brow knitted, as if she were seeing a stranger. I crossed my arms and met her gaze without flinching. After a long moment, she let out a breath. I'll let it go this time, but I don't want it happening again. Tomorrow night, I'm hosting a welcome party for Julian. Have your staff get the Aster cord at the ST. Regis ready. Nice try, but I wasn't about to make things easy for her. I feigned shock. Why didn't you say so earlier? I already loaned the Aster cord out. Isabella's face clouded over. To who? Well, Chloe just got back to the city, and tomorrow happens to be her birthday. I'm throwing a party for her. I was planning on giving her a proper celebration there. Her voice climbed again. You're throwing her a birthday party. That's right, I said, as if it were perfectly reasonable. The Aster Court was where we had our wedding reception. It's a private venue for us. You can't just lend it to other people. Hypocrite. She knew full well how special that place was to us, yet she was ready to use it for her old flame. Chloe is my sister. How is she another person? Besides, it's first come, first served. You asked too late. There's nothing I can do. Chloe's still young. Are you really going to pick a fight with a girl like her? Isabella was breathing heavily, her chest rising and falling, her expression darkening by the second. She spoke through gritted teeth. It's always Chloe, Chloe. You claim you love me. So what is all this supposed to mean? I frowned, my tone dripping with disapproval. You've changed. You become so paranoid. I have nothing more to explain to you. You should take some time and reflect on your own behavior. With that, I ignored her thunderous expression and walked straight to the bedroom. The live feed comments were scrolling so fast, they were practically a solid block. Holy crap, did the female lead and number 99 switch scripts? What the hell? Is number 99 even trying to complete the mission? Isabella is totally stunned. It's like number 99 is playing her game, leaving her with no moves to make. Whoa, Isabella is clearly furious with number 99, but her affinity score didn't even drop. That's weird. There was nothing weird about it. Like I said, some people are just messed up. Why else would 98 challengers have given her their unconditional devotion, only to fail and be erased? You always want what you can't have, and you always take for granted what you do. I have no intention of winning her over. The next evening, Isabella went ahead and threw a lavish welcome home party for her, one that got away. It was at a 5-star hotel downtown. Julian Croft was a moderately famous painter, and the event drew a lot of his fans. Someone snapped a photo of Isabella on his arm as they entered the hotel. With the right mood lighting and a bit of spin, it went viral on Twitter. Powerhouse CEO and the brooding artist. People were shipping them hard, saying they were a perfect match. Since Isabella and I had a private marriage, no one called her out for cheating. And no one called Julian a homewrecker. Of course, I wasn't idle either. The birthday party I threw for my childhood friend, Chloe, was as extravagant as it gets. I even gave Chloe the custom necklace that number 98 had made for Isabella. The stream chattered away. I have absolutely no idea what number 99 is doing anymore. She's welcoming her old flame, and he's celebrating with his childhood friend. It's like he doesn't even care about her. Is he even trying to complete the mission or not? If not, just die and let the next one have a go. If Isabella finds out he gave the necklace to Chloe, she'll lose her mind. Forget the mission. She'll probably file for divorce. Challenger number 99 is truly one of a kind. Ha! Just waiting for number 99 to self-destruct. I smiled. I was going to show the stream the right way to complete a mission. When I got home late that night, I found Isabella was already back. The air was thick with the smell of alcohol. She'd clearly had a lot to drink. She was sitting on the sofa, her face flushed, but the look she gave me was full of resentment. I pretended not to notice, saying casually, "I thought you'd be back later." Smack! Isabella slammed her tablet down on the coffee table. The screen showed Chloe's Instagram profile. She'd posted a few pictures from her birthday, including one of her and me talking. The angle was close, making it look like I was kissing her cheek. Isabella crossed her arms. "Explain," she said coldly. I played dumb. Explain what? As if she couldn't take it anymore, Isabella hurled the tablet to the floor, where it shattered. Her usual elegance was gone. "You were celebrating your little friend's birthday with behavior that was completely inappropriate," she seethed. "And you gave her the necklace you had made for me. Ethan, what the hell do you think I am to you?" The stream immediately lit up. Ha ha ha, she's pissed now. Number 99 is so toast. If her affinity score drops into the negatives, the system will erase him too. I think number 99 is in real danger. I bet number 99 will be the fastest challenger to get erased. I looked at Isabella, my face a blank mask. Right now, she was clenching her teeth and her fists, fire in her eyes, her body trembling with rage. She was completely unhinged. I spoke slowly. "Can you please not be so dramatic? It was just the angle of the photo. We were talking. As for the necklace, she only has one birthday a year. I wanted to make her happy. You don't need to be so petty." Isabella's jaw twitched, her breathing ragged. "You're calling me dramatic? You're my husband. Can't you have some boundaries?" I blinked, feigning sincerity. "Of course I do. I'm just following your lead with Julian Croft. I saw the photos of you two trending online and didn't think anything of it because I trust you. But you can't even offer me that same basic trust. I'm truly disappointed in you, Isabella." Her face went slack. She opened her mouth to argue, but couldn't find the words. The live feed went crazy again. What is number 99 doing? He's totally gaslighting her. I came here to watch a challenger win over the female lead, not bully her. I'm out. Hashtag 99 needs to get on his knees and beg for forgiveness right now. Otherwise, let the system erase him. This whole story has gone off the rails. What kind of challenge is this? I'm here to derail the story, and no one can stop me. I walked over and gently patted her head, my voice softening. "Stop making a scene. Just be good. Isn't your birthday in a few days? I'll make it up to you with another gift. I'm tired. You should get some rest. After the slap, you offer a sweet. I needed to keep her off balance, to make her doubt everything. It was a classic manipulator's move. Suddenly, Isabella grabbed my wrist. She stared at me, her eyes boring into mine as if trying to see my soul. "You don't really have feelings for Chloe, do you?" "Of course I do." I watched the anger flare in her eyes and added with a smile, "But don't get the wrong idea. It's the love of a brother for his little sister. Isn't that how you feel about Julian? That he's just like a brother? I feel the same way. Good night." The look of utter frustration on her face was priceless. Perfect. On the day of Isabella's birthday, I was a no-show. I completely ghosted her. I did, however, have a gift delivered. I still had plans to torment her, after all. Chloe had just returned to the city, and as a thank you to her fans, she was holding a small, intimate concert. I made sure to be there, front and center, and sent an obscene amount of flowers backstage. The stream was stunned. Is number 99 insane? He's actually insane. How dare he skip the female lead's birthday party? I have to respect the guts on this guy. He has absolutely no fear of death. Not only did he not show up, but the gift he sent her was a freebie that came with something else. Oh my God, I've seen it all. Just get number 99 off the show. He's tormenting the female lead. I can't even watch this anymore. After her performance, Chloe came backstage. I had a massive cake waiting for her. Wow, it's beautiful. Thank you, Ethan, she gushed. The necklace I'd given her was still around her neck, and her eyes crinkled as she smiled. Just then, the stream's comments flew. Ha ha ha, number 99 is finished. The female lead is here. She looks furious, like murderously furious. It's about to be a bloodbath. Let's see how number 99 explains his way out of this one. She's here. A slow smile spread across my face. She wants a scene. I'll give her one. I opened my arms to Chloe. Congratulations. Your performance was flawless. Chloe's smile widened as she threw her arms around me, her voice thick with emotion. Ethan, you're too good to me. What do you two think you're doing? A woman's voice, laced with fury, cut through the air behind me. I released Chloe, hiding my smirk as I turned to face the newcomers. Isabella had arrived with Julian Croft. Her face was a mask of cold fury as she glared at me. Ethan, she said through clenched teeth, you told me there was nothing between you two, and now you're holding each other. I frowned. This is a purely platonic friendship. If you insist on seeing something that isn't there, I can't stop you. Isabella's expression grew even darker. My gaze flickered between her and Julian. Weren't you two arm in arm when you walked in? I asked playfully. Startled, Isabella instinctively dropped Julian's arm. He's like a brother to me, she said, her voice full of indignation. I nodded in agreement. And Chloe is like a sister to me. Isabella's face went completely stone cold, but she had no comeback. At that moment, Chloe stepped forward, her voice sweet and cloying. Isabella, I just got back to the city. Ethan was just here to support my concert. I was so grateful. I gave him a hug. There's really nothing going on between us. You're not going to hold it against him, are you? If you're angry, you can blame me. I know Ethan really cares about you. Perfect. The manipulative innocence was dripping from every word. The live feed went wild. Wait, what is this girl doing? The passive aggression is off the charts. Fight, fight, fight. Isabella looks like she's at her breaking point. If she completely gives up on number 99, he'll never complete the mission and he'll be gone for good. This is a total mess. What happened to the romance challenge? Isabella was staring daggers at Chloe, looking like she was physically restraining herself from lunging at her. Just then, Julian, who had been silent, spoke up. Isabella, don't be upset. They may have been hugging, but I'm sure it was nothing. His lips curved into a sneer, his sarcastic intent painfully obvious. I raised an eyebrow and looked back at Isabella. See? Even your dear brother thinks it's fine. You should be more understanding, like him. Julian hadn't expected me to agree with him. The smirk on his face vanished. Isabella's expression was thunderous. Her gaze fell on Chloe, and she suddenly pointed at her earrings. The birthday gift you sent me, she said, her voice dangerously low. It was the free gift that came with her earrings, wasn't it? It was obvious. They were from the same designer, but the jewels on Chloe's earrings were bigger, far more valuable. The ones I sent Isabella were, in fact, the complimentary gift with purchase. The stream chattered excitedly. Ha ha ha, she finally figured out. Hashtag 99 is so screwed now. To be fair, what number 99 did was really a scumbag move. Yes, her affinity for him is finally dropping. Hashtag 99 is in danger. Ha, affinity dropping, I couldn't care less. In fact, I decided to add more fuel to the fire. I frowned at Isabella. Have you no class? This is Chloe's big night. In front of all these people, you're going to embarrass her over a pair of earrings? You're being incredibly petty. Are you trying to make a scene right here? Do you want everyone to see us fighting? Isabella's lip trembled, and her face flushed with anger and humiliation. She was speechless. Chloe put on a shocked expression, looking from me to Isabella. Isabella, don't blame Ethan, she said apologetically. He must have made a mistake. I'll take them off and give them to you right now. She said she would, but her hands moved in slow motion, as if she couldn't bear to part with them. I raised a hand to stop her. Your sister-in-law won't mind. I'll buy her a new pair. Isabella's lips quivered. She was completely cornered. Finally, she bit out, keep them? I don't want them. Each word sounded like it was being torn from her throat. The live feed was in an uproar. Oh my God, number 99 has to be doing this on purpose. Hashtag 99 is great at making empty promises. I'll buy you a new one. I'll have another one made. She hasn't seen a single thing. Can we get a new challenger already? Hashtag 99 is just a jerk who's torturing the female lead. Reading the comments, I sneered inwardly. Forcing challengers to win over a female lead or face erasure. Wasn't that just another form of torture? I turned to Chloe with a smile. You love cake, right? Go take your sister-in-law to have some as an apology. Chloe affectionately took Isabella's arm. Isabella, let me cut you a slice, she said sweetly. Isabella's eyes were full of resentment, but she forced a smile. Of course. Before she turned away, she shot me a look so cold it could have frozen hell over. Once Isabella was gone, Julian dropped the act. Ethan, I never thought you were this kind of person. Knowing Isabella, she won't tolerate you for much longer. Let me be honest with you. I've always been the one she loves. This whole playing hard to get tactic to make her jealous is childish. It won't work on her. I raise an eyebrow. Is that so? If she's so in love with you, why hasn't she divorced me to marry you? It's actually kind of funny watching you so desperate to take my place. I clapped him on the shoulder. Keep trying, buddy. I'm rooting for you. Julian gritted his teeth. Then a malicious grin spread across his face. He pulled out his phone and waved it at me. I recorded everything you just said. Isabella is already furious with you. What do you think will happen when she hears you talking about me like this? Will she hate you even more? Divorce you? When I didn't respond, he grew even more smug. Want to find out? Just as he finished speaking, a sharp cry came from Isabella's direction. Julian and I both turned to look. Chloe's body seemed to stumble uncontrollably, and she pitched forward, face first into the giant cake. With a scream, she knocked the entire cake to the floor, collapsing in a heap of frosting and crumbs. It was a humiliating mess. I rushed over and helped her up. Are you okay? Across the room, Julian went to Isabella's side. Chloe looked shaken, shaking her head at me before glancing timidly at Isabella. I'm sure she didn't mean to do it. Isabella's eyes widened, her expression turning murderous. What did you just say? The live feed went ballistic. What just happened? Did that snake just frame the female lead? I don't even understand this plot anymore. Isn't number 99 supposed to be winning her over? Not only is he not trying, but ever since he showed up, she's been completely miserable. Ugh, that girl is the worst. But if number 99 wants to gain any affinity points, he has to take Isabella's side and put Chloe in her place. The stream was dreaming. I shot Isabella a disappointed look. Apologize, I said coldly. She stared at me in disbelief. You want me to apologize? I didn't do anything. You believe her over me? Her voice trembled with rage. She wouldn't just accuse you for no reason. I shook my head. Isabella, you've disappointed me more than I can say. I'm starting to doubt whether you're fit to be a wife. I need to seriously reconsider our marriage. I have been nothing but good to you, and still, you're not satisfied. Isabella's eyes turned red, tears welling up. Ethan, you've changed, she whispered, her voice full of hurt. I slapped her across the face. You're the one who's changed. Your jealousy has made you completely irrational. Isabella was stunned into silence. As her face grew paler and paler, I helped Chloe out of the backstage area. At the same time, the live feed exploded like fireworks. Huh. Did number 99 forget he's a challenger? The female lead is broken. Her affinity for number 99 just dropped again. Oh my God, number 99 is definitely getting erased. Seriously, has there ever been a challenger so determined to die? I'm starting to think the system picked the wrong guy. No challenger acts like this. After Chloe had changed, she met me in the lounge. So, she asked with a smile, how did I do? Rate my performance. I took a sip of my coffee. A perfect 10. I slid a credit card across the table to her. It's been a pleasure. She took it. A pleasure, Ethan. The moment I arrived in this world, I found Chloe and hired her to play a role. Do everything possible to drive Isabella insane. The compensation, of course, was generous. The stream fell silent for a moment before starting up again. What? The childhood friend was an actor hired by hashtag 99. What's his goal here? Just to torture the female lead. I don't get number 99 at all. He's something else. Cunning. It would be strange if they did understand. They'd find out the reason soon enough. Chloe took a sip of her coffee. So, Ethan, are you going to divorce Isabella? I smiled. Of course not. I'm not finished yet. Leaving Chloe with a puzzled look on her face, I finished my coffee and walked out. I pulled out my phone and dialed a number. Hello, I'd like to order a heavy-duty steel cage. It's for a large, aggressive dog about the size of a man. I'm planning on training it. I ghosted Isabella for over 2 months, taking a long vacation. The live feed kept me updated on her situation. Apparently, she was devastated and furious that day. When she got home and I wasn't there, she tried calling, but I didn't pick up. So she went to her one that got away for comfort. They ended up sleeping together. The stream said her affinity for me had hit rock bottom. Oh, that's great. I wasn't worried at all, but it was probably time for a reunion. I waited at home until Isabella finally returned that evening. Seeing me, she stopped in her tracks, her face instantly frosting over. What are you doing back here? I shrugged. This is my house. Why shouldn't I be here? Isabella frowned, but when she saw the elaborate dinner spread on the table, a flicker of triumph, quickly replaced by disdain, crossed her face. Ethan, don't think a single meal is going to make me forgive you, she sneered. It's just dinner, I said with a smile. What's there to forgive? Her frown deepened, a look of confusion in her eyes, but she sat down at the table. I took the seat opposite her. Isabella looked at me. Ethan, you used to do anything for me. You couldn't bear to see me hurt or unhappy for even a second. You told me you'd give me anything I wanted. Her voice softened as she spoke of the past, a hint of nostalgia in her tone. What did you change? She stared at me, then gave a self-deprecating laugh. It's like I don't even know you anymore. Of course she didn't. That would ruin everything. When I remained silent, Isabella asked, Ethan, do you love me? Of course not. Of course, I said. She let out a short, mocking laugh. Don't bother. There's not a trace of love in your eyes when you look at me. You don't love me. Let's just consider this our last supper. I didn't argue. The stream was losing its mind, gloating over my apparent downfall. Ha ha. Number 99 played himself. Now, the female lead is done playing his games. This is hilarious. I've never seen a challenger self-destruct like this. I wonder how number 99 will react when he finds out she brought divorce papers. He's going to have a meltdown. Finally, she's fighting back. Number 99 is a total scumbag. He deserves this. After dinner, just as the stream predicted, Isabella produced a folder. Sign these. Let's make this a clean break. I looked at the divorce papers, but didn't take them. You want to be with Julian Croft? Isabella's smile was cold. Who I'm with is none of your business. I sighed. I was just wondering if I should grant you that wish. Her eyes narrowed. What's that supposed to mean? My lips curved into a faint smile. Exactly what it sounds like. The moment the words left my mouth, Isabella's expression changed. She shook her head violently, as if hit by a wave of dizziness. She opened her mouth to say something, but with a soft thud, she collapsed onto the table, unconscious. Surprise. I walked over, grabbed her by the collar, and dragged her down to the basement. The stream was utterly baffled. What did number 99 do to her? Why didn't she just pass out? OMG, is number 99 a psycho? He just locked her in a cage. Hashtag 99 only has 7 days left to complete his mission. Instead of winning her over, he's imprisoning her. Does he not fear death? My God, what kind of monster did the system bind this time? System, do something. Stop him. Where is the system? 8. When Isabella opened her eyes, she found herself locked in a cage. Pure terror filled her eyes. Ethan, what are you doing? Are you insane? Why did you lock me in here? I'm calling the police. I pulled up a chair and sat across from her, calmly peeling an apple with a small knife. Go ahead. Call them. As if. She was locked in here. She couldn't even get out of the cage, let alone call the cops. Isabella's pupils contracted, the color draining from her face. She rattled the steel bars, but it was useless. She could only scream, "Let me out! Let me out!" I shook my head. That's not going to happen. But I do have a question for you. I paused, then asked with a pleasant smile, "Do you love me?" Isabella froze, her face contorting with rage. I hate you more than anything, she spat. How could I ever love you? Let me out of here right now, or I will never forgive you. All right, I'll ask you again tomorrow. I stood up, tossed the peeled apple into the cage, and said, here's your dinner. Without a backward glance, I left the basement, her cries and curses echoing behind me. The live feed was in a state of shock. What is number 99 doing? Is this his plan for the mission? But this is completely wrong. He imprisoned her. There's no way she'll fall in love with him now. Hashtag 99 must be desperate. He's trying to force her to say she loves him to trick the system. Heh, does number 99 think the system is that stupid? The system verifies mission completion by checking if the target's affinity is at 100%. Whatever. He has 6 days left before the system erases him. The next day, I paid Isabella another visit. She obviously hadn't slept. Her face was gaunt, and she had dark circles under her eyes. The moment she saw me, she shot to her feet. Ethan, I hate you. I hate you so much. Let me out. I gave her a small smile. Wrong answer. I'll be back tomorrow. I even patted her head through the bars before turning and leaving her fuming. On the third day, when I went to the basement, Isabella was lying on the floor, looking completely broken. Hearing me approach, she slowly sat up. Ethan, she said, her face pale, you locked me in here because you don't want to divorce me, right? I won't divorce you. Just let me out. We can talk about this. I placed a bowl of rice and a bottle of water just outside the cage and looked down at her. Isabella, do you love me? Her face stiffened. She clenched her fists and glared at me, silent. See you tomorrow, I said, and left again. For the next few days, I repeated the routine. I'd show up, ask if she loved me, and she would either ignore me or curse me out. On the final day, I asked her the same question one last time. She glared at me. Ethan, I want you dead. When I get out of here, I will make you pay. So, do you love me or not? The stream was losing it. Hashtag 99 is really pulling out all the stops to complete this mission. His execution is just hours away. I'm waiting for it. Can we get the next challenger already? Number 99 is unbearable. He procrastinated until the very end, and now he's panicking. This time, before I left, I placed the key just in front of the cage. I also left the basement door unlocked. A few hours later, Isabella finally emerged from the basement. She peered around cautiously, and seeing no sign of me, she crept toward the front door. I sat in the shadows, watching her in silence. Isabella gently placed her hand on the doorknob and pressed down. It was locked. Panic set in. She began rattling the knob frantically. A smile touched my lips as I stepped out of the shadows, walking toward her one slow step at a time. As I got closer, I slowed my pace until I was just a step away. Isabella, I said softly. 9. Isabella screamed and spun around. When she saw me, every last drop of color drained from her face. I could practically hear her heart hammering in her chest. Was it fun, Ethan? Tricking me? I nodded seriously. It was. My tone shifted. You were hoping to run to Julian Croft, weren't you? Too bad. He can't save you. Her pupils dilated. What do you mean? What did you do to Julian? I held up my hands. I didn't do anything to him. He just wasn't careful enough. He's dead. Her face went slack. Her body went limp, and she crumpled to the floor, her eyes wide with terror. The live feed chattered away. Julian Croft went abroad for an art exhibition a while ago. It was an accident. He disappeared in a foreign country. The whole thing is weird. It seems like number 99 really wasn't involved. Are you sure? Why do I get the feeling number 99 had everything to do with it? Whether he did it or not doesn't matter anymore. The female lead can't count on her white knight to save her now. Who cares? It's almost midnight. Does everyone remember number 99's deadline? Right. This psycho number 99 made me almost forget he had a mission to complete. Don't be scared, Isabella. Number 99 is about to be erased for failing his mission. But what if he gets desperate and hurts her? I have a plan. Isabella can just lie and say she loves him. Once the time is up, the system will check her affinity, see that he failed, and erase him. Then she'll be safe. Whoa, that could work. Just then, Isabella's head snapped up, her gaze fixed on the empty air in front of her. A moment later, she refocused on me. Ethan, what do you really want from me? I smiled. Just one thing. Isabella, do you love me? She took a deep breath. I love you. I love you, okay? As she said the words, the clock struck midnight. The live feed erupted in cheers, celebrating my imminent demise. Isabella looked at me and suddenly started to laugh. Ethan, I just saw a bunch of texts. They said you're a challenger, and that if you fail, you die. Ha ha ha. I can't believe you're a challenger. Her smile vanished, replaced by a look of pure hatred. You tricked me, but now you're going to die. Because I don't love you at all. I tricked you too. Oh, I know you tricked me. I shrugged, a smile playing on my lips. I don't actually care if you love me or not. This was all just a game to mess with you and the audience in the stream. Isabella's body went rigid. What are you talking about? She whispered in horror. It means that as long as you said the words, sincerely or not, I win. The live feed completely melted down. WTF, I just got chills down my spine. What does he mean? Was number 99 just playing us and the female lead the whole time? Something's not right. Something is very wrong. Did anyone notice that it's past midnight and number 99 isn't dead? Whoa, that's terrifying. Did he somehow cheat the system? Impossible. Absolutely impossible. The other 98 challengers were erased the second they failed. What is happening? Was it a bug? Someone explain why number 99 isn't dead. I grinned, my smile wider than ever. I spoke to the air. System, is my mission complete? A new, mechanical voice responded, audible to everyone. Affection detected from the target toward the host. Mission complete. Isabella heard the voice too. Her eyes darted around wildly, her body frozen like a statue. The live feed was a cacophony of gasps and exclamations of impossible. With me, nothing is impossible. From the very beginning, my mission was never to win her over. My system told me to do whatever I wanted, to play however I saw fit. You might ask how I could be so confident. It's because I have my own system. Mine is the 001 advanced system, with a 100% mission success rate. The moment I arrived, it had already erased that pathetic conquest system, a system that forcibly binds people, makes them complete tasks, and erases them for failure. That's no different from a kidnapper. My system was just taking out the trash. Before I left, I offered Isabella one last piece of information. By the way, I've already handed over the evidence of your financial crimes to the authorities. The amount is substantial. You'll be spending the rest of your life in prison. Her business empire wasn't exactly built on clean money. I started gathering proof the day I arrived. Isabella's eyes widened in shock and fury. Why? Because you reap what you sow. As I spoke, the sound of police sirens grew louder outside. Watching Isabella sway on her feet, utter despair in her eyes, I smiled and walked away, ready for my next adventure. System, congratulations, host, on completing your mission. Your reward is $1 billion in cash, a luxury mansion, a supercar, and 2 personal maids. Your rewards have been deposited into your private space. A new mission is now available. Please proceed as you see fit. I will always be your strongest support. End of book.